If you're like me, you have friends. What's the most fun activity to do with your friends, you might ask? Ribbon dancing. But a close second has to be playing video games. From Halo to Ultimate Chicken Horse, you can play almost any genre of games with your friends. But I'm going to point you in the direction of my favorite one. It's called We Were Here, and it's for smart people, so if you're not smart, I'm going to have to ask you to stop watching and give this video a dislike. Overall, co-op games provide us with unique experiences that strengthen our bonds with our friends. They can also make you hate them, and their stupid voices, and stupid heads, and stupid ears, and stupid. So if you have no friends, or you don't actually like the friends that you have, this game might not be completely for you. We Were Here is a cooperative puzzle game that requires quick wits and communication to get through. There are 3 games in the series, and they get progressively longer as you go through. The first game takes around 5 hours if you've only been educated up to a first grade level, and the last game can take you up to 8 hours, maybe even longer. You can find all 3 games on Steam, and there's a 4th scheduled to come out in mid-2022. In this video, I'm going to explain why I love these games and why you should give them a try. So grab a blankie, get some snacks, make a quick stop at the bathroom, and strap in while I tell you about the series known as We Were Here. I'm going to go at this one a bit differently by separating the video into separate games. Starting with game 1, it's simple, but not in a bad way. It sets the tone for the rest of the series beautifully by establishing the basic gameplay. The crux of the gameplay is simple. You and your ally are stuck in separate parts of a mysterious castle with only walkie-talkies and your words. The beauty of the game is that it doesn't hold your hand. You're dropped in a room with many different puzzles and activities, and the game doesn't tell you which one to do first. It doesn't provide hints, and some of the puzzles are legitimately challenging. Communication between you two is a must, with the game presenting many interesting and distinct visuals within the puzzles to keep you and your partner guessing. To be completely honest, there isn't much of a story to this first game. The game allows you to get familiar with the mechanics in the castle, and I actually think it works really well. It doesn't need to be a narrative masterpiece when it sets the tone of the game well. The music and the animation styles really immerse you into the environment, and it helps build tension throughout the entire journey. To be completely honest, I think that the music is the best part of the game, and that's saying more about the quality of sound than anything else. The soundtrack is somehow simultaneously relaxing and eerie at the same time, and it feels like it's taking you on a ride of its own. The gameplay of this first game is incredibly simple, with it mainly being focused on movement and E for picking objects up and moving them. While this gameplay may be basic, it allows the mental focus to be solely on the puzzles, not any encumbering mechanics. Speaking of puzzles, they are the heart and soul of We Were Here, as they should be. The puzzles can be challenging while still providing a clear path to the solution. There are some challenges that can be repetitive, but I believe that it's a bit unrealistic to expect every puzzle to be completely fresh and unique in a game as detailed as this. The first game sets the standard for what the series lives and dies by: atmosphere and puzzle design. While it's certainly a bit unfortunate that the story doesn't really come into play until the second game, the seeds of success are here, and I highly suggest that you check it out on Steam, especially considering it's the very manageable price of free. Highly suggest. Moving on to the second game, the story really starts to heat up here. Also, just massive spoiler alert, I won't be going through the entire story, but I will be spoiling the basic endings, and just know that from here on out, I won't be filtering myself for spoilers. You have been warned. In the first game, only one of you is able to escape. However, in this one, there are switches scattered throughout the game for both you and your teammate to get. If you're able to trigger all of them, both you and your friend can escape. There are also journals scattered throughout that were left by the king. These give some backstory to the former residents of the castle, and give some insight to what mysteries may be afoot while you're there. Music is once again top-notch, but there isn't really anything added to the gameplay. This will be a theme with the next game as well, as the basic gameplay is the same throughout the series. Once again, the devs did an amazing job with giving the castle an incredible vibe. The atmosphere of the castle is spectacular, and it only continues to improve. This section is super short, I know, but this is the most unspectacular game in the series. It's still great, but compared to the other two, it doesn't excel in any area. It's still a great time to spend an afternoon or 3 yelling at your friend, but it really doesn't stand out. Third game time, baby! This is where the series reaches its arguable peak. The story is firing on all cylinders, with you finally meeting the evil jester and learning the secrets of the Castle Rock. You begin in a delightfully cozy cabin. The puzzles in the starting area are a great way to get your brain warmed up for the rest of the game in a relaxing and safe environment. You find the camp and snowmobile of the traveler that you corresponded with earlier. From here, it's just good old-fashioned We Were Here fun, with puzzles and unique environments to explore and mess around in. Once again, the problems are just the right amount of difficult, with communication being key to getting through the game at a reasonable pace. For the first time in the series, there seems to be a reasonable graphical update, with the game looking better than ever. All in all, this is the best game of the series, and I highly suggest checking any of these games out. I honestly don't think I can give these games the justice they deserve, so please, please, please try at least one. When I say that they are the best co-op games ever, I truly mean it. They're an experience like no other, and you and your friend, or lover, will have a great time, I promise. That was my video on We Were Here. I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.